3,000 oil tankers pass through a narrow stretch of water every year. It's only 21 miles wide at its narrowest point, but this tiny corridor carries nearly 1/5 of the world's oil supply. If it closes, the global economy could feel the shock almost immediately. Now, imagine this same corridor becoming the center of a geopolitical showdown. Because recently, Donald Trump issued a stark warning to NATO. If the alliance fails to help secure the Strait of Hormuz, he says, the future could become very bad. And that warning may signal something far bigger, a potential clash over one of the most important energy choke points on Earth. To understand the stakes, you first need to understand the geography. The Strait of Hormuz connects the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Sea. Every day, roughly 20 million barrels of oil pass through this narrow waterway. That's oil flowing from countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Kuwait. From there, it moves to energy-hungry economies across China, India, and Japan. This narrow corridor is not just a regional shipping route. It is one of the most critical arteries of the global economy. And that's exactly why military strategists treat it as a strategic choke point. Control the strait and you influence the global oil market. Threaten the strait and you shake the entire global economy. In recent years, tensions in the Persian Gulf have steadily increased. Naval patrols intensified. Missile systems were repositioned, and surveillance drones began operating across the region. At the center of the tension is Iran, whose coastline runs along the northern edge. Iran has repeatedly warned that if it faces economic or military pressure, it could disrupt traffic through the strait. But the situation escalated when attacks on commercial vessels began appearing. Oil tankers reported sabotage, cargo ships were struck by explosive devices, and in some cases, military escorts had to be deployed. Western intelligence agencies believe these were part of a broader pressure campaign. In response, the United States expanded naval operations in the region, and the conversation shifted toward whether international allies should help patrol. Trump argued that if the NATO alliance wants global stability, it cannot leave the burden of securing the route to a single country. If the strait becomes unstable, the consequences would reach far beyond the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz is also a powerful strategic lever. For Iran, the strait represents a form of deterrence. They cannot match naval power in a conventional battle, so they focus on asymmetric warfare, fast attack boats, naval mines, anti-ship missiles, and long-range drones, all designed to create uncertainty inside these narrow waters. Roughly $1 billion worth of oil passes through the strait every single hour. Even a brief disruption could send shockwaves across energy markets. Modern anti-ship missiles can cost up to $2 million. Yet defending against them often requires far more expensive interceptor systems. A drone costing tens of thousands can force a warship to fire a missile worth hundreds of thousands. The costs add up quickly. Now the real question is what happens next. If tensions continue arising, several scenarios could unfold, starting with increased military patrols. The most dangerous scenario is miscalculation. In crowded waters, even a small incident could spiral into a larger confrontation. In the end, the warning from Donald Trump highlights a deeper reality. The stability of global trade depends on a handful of fragile corridors. If you enjoy deep geopolitical analysis like this, consider subscribing and sharing this video. Because understanding geopolitics isn't just about headlines,